Professor Kapil Kumar, what would you tell the Congress party which says that they have also in the past chosen presidents who have been high on symbolism, so they have also done firsts. So this is, if anything, an addition to those list of firsts.
See, I will like to say here, I will like to look at it in a broader spectrum, I will not look at it from the vote politics that a political party will gain votes out of it or not and all. I am looking at it from a national perspective point of view, that those who were kept as marginalized, who were kept as debunked, oh, you have to join the mainstream and learn to be in the mainstream. They are going to head the republic. I am going to put it in a broader spectrum, that the development for years and years which didn't took place in these areas of tribal areas.
Yes.
You look at it, what is the development now taking place in those areas? So that is the kind of thing, a nation building which this nation wants. And I am very sure now that not only the urban youth and rural youth, but the youth coming from the tribal. You see, I feel very uncomfortable when I use the word tribal. I will better call them Aranyavasi, because Janjati is a total stupid translation of the word tribal which is used in Hindi for that. That this youth is now today realizing that the more country develops, the more their individual career develops. That link which has been established. You see, earlier people will go to America only to see that they have their career. Now, the mental outlook which has changed. Okay, it is, yes, if India is at prestige in the university, in the world, then only my job is prestigious in America, otherwise I will look down. So that linkage which has come between nationalism and the youth of the country in various parts of the country under this broad spectrum, so those who are not empowered, they are feeling empowered today, and I look at it as a point of view of empowering not only just a woman or a lady, but the hundreds of tribes in this country who have contributed heavily in nation building, who have fought with the British, who have struggled for the freedom but were kept marginalized. So today they are seeing a development, and so is coming the political development in these areas. So it is a welcome sign, and the Congress has missed the bus again here,
The Congress has missed the bus, you're saying.
What they should do.
Okay, Varun Singh, you
Yes.
think the same?
Yes,
Do you think the
absolutely.
same, that Congress has missed the bus? The opposition parties who are all opposing Draupadi Murmu, have they missed the bus, or will you say that opposition parties always put up a presidential nominee? You may like it, or even if they know that the numbers are not there, this is an important fight which has to be undertaken. It is a fight which must be fought.
See, it is a fight that they have to fight.
Yes.
It is a battle that they have to fight. There is nothing that an opposition party can do. You cannot give a direct no election to any party in government, or else, the biggest thing to keep your workers active is to contest elections. It may be any election. So they had to put in candidate, but they were taken by surprise when they saw that someone like Draupadi Murmu has been put up by NDA, correctly pointed out by Radhika, that when Mamata Banerjee realized that Adivasi, a tribal, hasn't put up as a candidate, she herself was taken aback. But I just wanted to say a small thing. I don't see it as a symbolism. I think Draupadi Murmu is a candidature that deserves the post. And as rightly pointed out, Ramnath Kovind didn't do much to bring in the Dalit votes, because the BJP now doesn't want to just do symbolism. They want to bring out those actual people who are marginalized, who people would feel that they cannot be, brought to this post. Look at her past. She joined the BJP in Odisha at that time when BJP as a institution or
as a political party had no foothold there.
Absolutely. At that point of time, she joined it. And now when she's elevated to the post of president, look at it, such a beautiful message to all the loyalists. Even in the Congress, I would say all those Congress loyalists who are still stuck with the party when it is going down or not in its very beautiful phase. If those people who have stuck with their party, it is a message to all the political parties across the country that be loyal to the party. Don't just jump the boat.
Or maybe
stay with
you'll
the party
become
and
you'll
will be
become
rewarded when it
president
comes
one
up.
day. 30 seconds for Radhika.
Yeah, Maria, all I want to quickly say is that while it's a significant move in bridging the gap between the subaltern and the mainstream, between mainstreaming the subaltern, we must also take cognizance of one important fact, that the far left uprisings the Naxalite or the
Yes.
Maoist groups have been very active only in the tribal pockets of India, whichever state they are in, they're active in, and they have been recruiting their cadres from among the tribals. So we have to ask, why does this happen? Does the government need to invest more in the Adivasi-dominated areas in terms of development and in terms of infrastructure building, and more importantly, employment, education,
right.
health, sanitation, and so on, if mainstreaming is really to be
Just
taken
look
to
at
its
that visual.
logical conclusion.
She is standing tall and she's standing among the men, and just look at that visual, because she will be the next president of India. Really appreciate your time, Radhika Ramaseshan, Varun Singh, Sanjay Kumar, and Professor Kapil Kumar. That's all from me. I'll be seeing you next Saturday with another episode of A Billion Ideas.